Beneath the sands of Egypt lies a mystery older than recorded history. A hidden chamber buried 10 stories underground, perfectly aligned pyramids that may function as a single machine. A colossal stone guardian watching the horizon for thousands of years. And evidence suggesting humanity may not have built them alone. What if the greatest structures on Earth were never meant to be tombs, but something far more powerful? Tonight, we uncover the secrets of the Giza Master Plan. Opening the Great Mystery of Giza. For thousands of years, the Giza Plateau has stood as one of humanity's greatest enigmas. 3 massive pyramids rise from the desert floor, guarded by the silent gaze of the Great Sphinx. Together, they form the last surviving wonder of the ancient world. But despite centuries of research, one question still remains unanswered. Why were these monuments built? Mainstream historians claim they were royal tombs, final resting places for Egypt's pharaohs. But there is a problem. No bodies have ever been found inside the Great Pyramid. No inscriptions explain its purpose, and its design suggests a level of precision far beyond what ancient tools should have allowed. More and more researchers now believe something extraordinary. The pyramids, the Sphinx, and the entire Giza complex may have been designed as a single, unified system. A master plan, not random monuments, not separate constructions, but a carefully engineered project. If true, this changes everything we think we know about ancient history. The Giza Master Plan. From above, the layout of the Giza Plateau reveals something remarkable. The pyramids are not placed randomly. Their positions follow precise geometric relationships. Their alignment matches astronomical patterns. Their orientation is nearly perfectly aligned with the cardinal directions. Such accuracy is difficult to achieve even with modern technology. This raises a provocative question. Were these structures designed to work together? Some researchers argue that the pyramids and the Sphinx form a coordinated system, a massive architectural network built with a shared purpose. The Sphinx faces directly east, gazing toward the rising sun. The pyramids align with celestial bodies. Underground passages connect structures across the plateau. The entire landscape appears engineered. This suggests something extraordinary. The builders of Giza were not simply constructing tombs. They were designing a machine, a system whose true function may have been lost to time. But hidden beneath the surface lies a discovery that may offer clues to this ancient design. A mysterious underground chamber known as the Osiris Shaft. The hidden Osiris Shaft. Just 200 feet from the Great Sphinx lies one of the least explored structures on Earth, a vertical shaft descending deep into the bedrock. It was first discovered in 1934, but it remained largely unexplored until 1999. Few people have ever entered it. The Osiris Shaft consists of 3 separate levels, each descending deeper underground. The final chamber lies nearly 10 stories below the surface. At the bottom stands a massive stone sarcophagus, partially submerged in water. It is enormous, much larger than any human burial container. Ancient inscriptions once covered 4 pillars surrounding the chamber. They referred to Osiris, the Egyptian god of the underworld. Mainstream scholars interpret the chamber symbolically, a ceremonial tomb representing mythological beliefs. But others see something very different. The word sarcophagus literally means flesh eater, a sealed container where the body disappears. Strangely, no mummy was ever found inside. This has led some researchers to propose radical theories. Could the chamber represent a form of transformation, a device rather than a tomb, a gateway, not for the dead, but for something else entirely? If the Giza complex was a designed system, perhaps this underground structure played a central role. But the mysteries of Giza extend even further, because recent studies revealed something unexpected hidden within the stones themselves. Something that suggests the pyramids may have once been connected to a global catastrophe, or even an advanced lost civilization. The Flood Mystery. In 2008, a group of researchers studying the stones used in ancient Egyptian monuments made a surprising discovery. Embedded inside many of the blocks, including those used in the pyramids, were marine fossils, tiny remains of ocean organisms in the middle of the desert. How did they get there? Traditional archaeologists argue the explanation is simple. The stones were carved from limestone that originally formed beneath an ancient sea millions of years ago. But alternative researchers propose a far more dramatic possibility. What if the pyramids themselves were once underwater? Throughout ancient cultures across the world, stories describe a catastrophic global flood, a disaster powerful enough to reshape entire civilizations. From the biblical account of Noah's Ark, to Mesopotamian flood legends, to ancient Egyptian myths, the story appears again and again. Some theorists suggest the flood was not merely a natural disaster. They claim it was deliberate, an event triggered by advanced technology, perhaps even by non-human intelligence. If such a catastrophe occurred, could it have erased the traces of a forgotten advanced civilization? And if so, were the pyramids survivors of that lost world? Underwater pyramids around the world. The mystery deepens when we look beyond Egypt. Around the world, researchers claim to have discovered pyramid-like structures beneath the ocean, off the coast of Japan, near Cuba, in the waters of China, even beneath lakes in North America. Some underwater formations resemble massive geometric structures. Sonar mapping suggests stepped shapes and symmetrical designs. If these are truly man-made, they raise disturbing questions. Who built them? When were they constructed? And how did they end up thousands of feet underwater? Official explanations often dismiss these formations as natural rock structures, but critics argue that governments may be hiding the truth. Because if ancient global civilizations once existed, connected across continents, history itself would need to be rewritten, and the pyramids of Giza may be only one part of a worldwide network. But perhaps the most shocking evidence lies not beneath the oceans, but inside the Great Pyramid itself. The sealed door. Inside the pyramid. In 1872, archaeologists discovered narrow shafts leading from the Queen's Chamber inside the Great Pyramid. For over a century, they were believed to be simple ventilation passages. But in 1993, a robotic probe exploring one of these shafts encountered something unexpected: a sealed door. The passage was too small for a human to enter, too narrow for traditional exploration. Yet at the end stood a carefully constructed barrier, complete with metal handles. Why would a ventilation shaft need a door? And what was hidden behind it? Years later, in 2011, researchers sent a new robot equipped with a micro camera. The device slipped through a tiny opening and revealed a hidden chamber beyond. Inside were strange markings, unusual metal fittings, and symbols some researchers interpreted as technical or electrical in nature. This discovery ignited a controversial theory. What if the Great Pyramid was not a tomb at all, but a machine? The Pyramid Power Plant Theory. The Great Pyramid is one of the most precise structures ever built. Its base covers over 13 acres, leveled with astonishing accuracy. Its massive stone blocks fit together with microscopic precision. The structure is aligned almost perfectly with Earth's cardinal directions. Such engineering suggests advanced knowledge of mathematics, physics, and construction, far beyond what we would expect from a Bronze Age civilization. Some engineers propose a radical idea. The pyramid was designed to generate energy. According to this theory, chemical reactions inside internal chambers produced hydrogen gas. The structure's geometry then amplified vibrations, converting energy into electromagnetic waves. The pyramid, in this view, functioned as a massive power generator. Energy could have been transmitted across the landscape through granite obelisks acting as receivers, an ancient wireless energy system. If true, this would mean the pyramids represent lost technology far more advanced than previously imagined. But this raises an even deeper question. Who possessed such knowledge? And where did it come from? To explore that possibility, we must look to one of Egypt's most mysterious rulers, a pharaoh who abandoned traditional religion and claimed connection with a power in the sky, Akhenaten. The heretic pharaoh. More than 3,000 years ago, a revolutionary pharaoh transformed Egyptian civilization. His name was Akhenaten. He rejected Egypt's traditional gods, closed temples, and declared that only one divine power existed, Aten, represented as a radiant disk in the sky. He built an entirely new capital city dedicated to this celestial force. But what inspired such radical change? Ancient records describe Akhenaten witnessing a powerful presence in the heavens. Some interpret this as religious vision. Others suggest something far more extraordinary, an encounter. Artistic depictions of Akhenaten show unusual physical features, an elongated skull, narrow face, and strange body proportions. Were these symbolic representations, or records of a ruler who was different from ordinary humans? Some researchers even propose that Akhenaten represented a hybrid lineage, part human, part something else. If true, it would suggest that the builders of ancient Egypt may have received knowledge from beyond Earth. And this possibility connects directly to another mysterious structure watching over the Giza Plateau, the Great Sphinx. The secret of the Sphinx. Rising from the desert sands, the Great Sphinx is one of the most mysterious structures ever created. Carved from a single mass of limestone, it stretches over 240 feet long and stands more than 60 feet tall. For centuries, only its head was visible above the sand. Its massive body remained buried until the early 20th century, when extensive excavations revealed the full monument. But despite intense study, one mystery remains unsolved. Who built the Sphinx, and why? Unlike other Egyptian monuments, the Sphinx contains no inscriptions explaining its purpose, no definitive record of its construction, no clear explanation of its function. It faces directly east, watching the rising sun, a position that may symbolize rebirth, cosmic alignment, or something more. Some researchers believe the Sphinx once served as a guardian of sacred knowledge. Others suggest it was part of a larger technological system connected to the pyramids. But perhaps the most intriguing clue comes from an ancient story recorded thousands of years later. A prophecy carved between the Sphinx's paws. The dream of a king. Around 1400 BC, a young prince named Thutmose fell asleep beside the buried Sphinx. According to ancient records, the Sphinx spoke to him in a dream. It promised him the throne of Egypt if he would uncover the monument from the sand. The prince obeyed. He cleared the sand, and soon afterward, he became pharaoh. This event was recorded on a stone tablet known as the Dream Stele, still visible today. The inscription describes the Sphinx communicating directly with the future king. But how? Was this simply mythology? Or did the Sphinx represent something capable of transmitting knowledge? Some theorists propose the Sphinx functioned as a kind of receiver, part of a system connected to celestial forces, a system that later influenced one of Egypt's most controversial rulers, Akhenaten. Technology of the afterlife. To understand the true purpose of Egypt's monuments, we must examine one of the most important beliefs of ancient Egyptian civilization, the journey after death. For the Egyptians, death was not an ending. It was a transformation. The soul was believed to separate into multiple parts and travel into another realm. But this journey required something crucial, the preservation of the physical body. This belief led to the development of mummification, one of the most advanced preservation techniques in the ancient world. The process was complex and highly precise. Internal organs were removed. The body was dried using mineral salts. The brain was extracted. The corpse was wrapped with protective amulets. The goal was simple: prevent decay, preserve the body, allow the soul to return. But one mystery remains. Where did the Egyptians learn such advanced biological knowledge? No written instructions explaining the origin of mummification have ever been discovered. It appears suddenly in history, already fully developed. Some researchers believe the process may have been inspired by myths surrounding Osiris, the god of resurrection. According to legend, Osiris was killed and dismembered. His body was reassembled, and he was restored to life. A story of death overcome by transformation. A story that mirrors the purpose of Egyptian burial practices. But could these rituals represent more than symbolic belief? Could they reflect knowledge of an advanced transformation process? Human ascension. Ancient Egyptian temples contain countless images depicting transformation. Humans becoming divine beings, mortals ascending to the stars. Some researchers describe this as a form of sacred science, knowledge of how to evolve beyond the physical body, a technology of consciousness. If true, the pyramids may have served as tools for this transformation. Not tombs, not monuments, but devices designed to alter human existence itself. This idea may explain the mysterious sarcophagi found inside pyramids and underground chambers. Many of them were discovered empty. If they were burial containers, where were the bodies? Some suggest the occupants did not decay. They changed. The final question. Across the Giza Plateau, a pattern emerges. Perfect geometric alignment, hidden underground chambers, precision engineering beyond ancient capabilities, unexplained technologies, myths of gods descending from the sky. Individually, these mysteries may have simple explanations, but together they form something far more profound. A possibility that ancient humanity possessed knowledge we have long forgotten. or that our ancestors were guided by forces beyond our world. Mainstream science continues searching for conventional answers, but the questions remain. Why were the pyramids built with such precision? Why are their chambers empty? Why do their structures resemble machines? Why does the Sphinx guard the plateau in silent watch? Perhaps the greatest mystery is not how these monuments were built, but why. The legacy of Giza. For over 4,000 years, the pyramids have endured. Empires have risen and fallen. Civilizations have vanished. Yet these structures remain, silent witnesses to a forgotten age. Whether tombs, power stations, or something far more extraordinary, the Giza complex continues to challenge everything we believe about human history. It forces us to confront an unsettling possibility that the story of civilization may be far older, far more complex, and far more mysterious than we ever imagined. And perhaps the greatest secrets of our past are still waiting, hidden beneath the sands.